Say hi, Sophie. She's a big baby. You got dog breath. Hey guys, welcome back to Harrison Family Farm. I'm Tyrone, and we thank you for joining us today. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share. Really appreciate that. Really helps out the channel. For those of you that are new, welcome, and for those of you that are previous viewers and subscribers, welcome back. For those of you that also follow us on Instagram, you might already know we recently bought some goats. And so actually what I'm doing today is I'm just kind of looking at pieces of our land where I could possibly enclose them and have them eat some underbrush, because our land is really forested, a lot of trees, a lot of thickets and things like that. And so that was one of the reasons I wanted to get goats in the first place. They're really good with a lot of weed control and brush control. And so yeah, I've actually ordered some electric mesh fencing off of Amazon, and I'll be sure that it hasn't gotten here yet, but when it does, I'll be sure to upload and capture some videos including that. But yeah, I'll turn around so you guys can kind of see what I'm looking at. And so actually I'll back out, sorry for that. So there's the cows are up there, and I'm back into this. And so the mesh fence is really popular amongst like rotational grazers with different animals and stuff like that. And so that's kind of what I'm going for. I'm just going for some kind of controlled browsing, brush clearing type thing. And so yeah, and I'll actually take you guys up a little later, and we'll get a little closer in on the goats and see what they're up to. I just finished feeding everybody today. I probably should have started recording earlier, but I didn't, unfortunately. And as you can see, there's a lot of stuff down. If you can remember from one of our last videos, I've been out here clearing land for our septic system that's due to go in here soon, as well as our foundation, and just getting things just cleared up to make it usable, and then also just clearing for the house. And so I'm thinking, I wish I had like a drone so I can give you guys an overhead, or even for myself. But I'm thinking, let's see, if I make this a corner like right here, be my 90-degree angle, and come down. There's a lot of stuff that's low to the ground. One of the breeds of goat that we have is a smaller breed. And so with a lot of this brush being like kind of close to the ground, they'll be able to get to it really well. And I'm thinking about coming across again right over there is kind of that first corner I kind of talked about, kind of right there-ish, back off in there a little bit, and then come down here, cut across, and ooh, again, it gets thick. A lot of this stuff is thick, and that's one of the reasons they're going to be so helpful. You know, I watched a lot of different YouTubers talk about just brush control and shrub control by using goats. And so the fencing system is 164 foot long, and I believe just shy of 5 foot tall. Maybe it's 4.5 foot, something like that. Yeah, I might have to figure out how I'm gonna come across, and we'll just enclose this. It's probably our first area that we have the goats in and have them cleaning up. And then as you can see, I have plenty more. And right now I just have them in the dog pen or dog kennel that Sophie used to be in, and then I have her staked out. She didn't love giving up her home at first, I'll be honest. But she's kind of getting used to the goats, and I have her like right next to them, just to, although I don't think any predators could get inside, for one, just get her accompanied to being in their presence. But if there were predators, you know, they would at least have to face Sophie first before being able to get to the goats. Although she's not any kind of breed of dog that's, you know, exclusively protects her livestock guardian by any means. But as always, Jay and Beyonce got a close eye on me. They like to see what I'm up to. Really hoping Beyonce is preggers. That will be excellent. And if that is the case, I'm hoping she will be due in the next few months. That would just be convenient for me. And as you can see over there, wasn't long ago, you could see through there and see one of our neighbors, their backyard. But that what I call it yesterday, that nature-given privacy fence is coming back, and I'm actually happy about it. In this case. Well, hey guys. They're not up to too much today. You probably can hear the goats in the background. And then I can see that, remember I told you guys to put some seed out? So I can see a bunch of little bits of grass. And naturally, I'm not expecting it to do extremely well in here just because the cows are still in here. So they're like really making it hard. One of the seeds that I plan to put up some fencing and get them moved to another area that I put some seed on. And as you can see, it takes no time. Like, things are greening up around here big time already. And that's also kind of why I pulled the trigger on getting the goats. I have been looking at them for months, and like so many other things, they were just so expensive, and came across like 2 opportunities to get some, and yeah, I just jumped on them. So yeah, I just want to look at this other area that I put some seed on. You can see in here, I don't think I put any seed in this area, but just naturally the grass is trying to come on with it. And so with more grass, that means less hay buying. So I'm extremely happy about that. Because that's one of my biggest input costs, of course, is feed. So if I can get that down by something that grows naturally off the ground, you know, maybe a one-time expense to seed it, but it will continue to, you know, bear fruit for years to come. And I'm talking about grass. That's great. And these are like wild onions. I don't know if this is grass or what. I'm not that knowledgeable about different grass species. That baby goat is going nuts. Maybe I want some camera time. I'm gonna take you guys up there in a sec. But yeah, this is the area that I'm talking about, or thinking about fencing in next. As you can see, there's a fair amount of grass trying to come, and so I just figured by the time that I actually get it fenced, it should probably be enough to support them for a little bit. It won't be, you know, won't be that long, but so that I can rotate them back on that, and hopefully within that time that can have a rest. And of course I still have to feed hay because the grass is just not strong enough yet. It's a process though, you know, hardly a year in, and just little by little chipping away at it. You know, I had the opportunity today to go to a guy who lives not too far from here, to his land and his property. You know, he just, guy who sees me out here working and stopped by, kind of introduced himself, and continued to stop by from like time to time. And so he saw recently that I had some goats, and so he also had some goats, and so he invited me to come by today. And I did, and you know, it was kind of inspiring to see what he had done. And he told me he had only been there 3 years, but just had some really cool infrastructure, built himself a bridge, had a nice barn and enclosure for his goats. It was really cool, and just, you know, kind of let me know that a lot of potential of what I could do, what could be done here. But here are the goats. The one down in the house, that's actually the oldest of all of them, even though she's a, what are they called? Pygierian, which is like Pyrenees and Nigerian mix. So both of them fall into that breed. And this one here is a La Mancha or something like that, but like more of a milk goat. And so, yeah, they are eating some feed and just hanging out. But yeah, they're pretty cool, pretty lively too, especially this black and white one. She's a bottle baby, so I bottle feed her a few times each day. And then this brown and white one is a male. He also is supposed to be a bottle baby, but he has not willingly taken a bottle from me yet. And, you know, as you can see, he happily eats on his own as well. But yeah, for a while I was force feeding him a bottle almost, just because, you know, I wanted to make sure he had some intake. But I just kept observing him and saw that he was actually eating on his own, but he did not want the bottle. Like, he would fight me so much. But she hunts me down for it. And you see her jumping up there. She's so lively. They're all lively. That's one thing about goats. They just have personalities that shine through. And Sophie is so funny because she likes to jump in her water as she drinks out of it. Like, all the time. Hey, pup. Like, drinking it is not enough. She has to jump in it, like, to cool off, I guess. You want to say hi, Sophie? She's a big baby. You got dog breath. But yeah, that's the oldest one. That's Copper. That's the boy. He hasn't been named yet, and the bottle baby hasn't been named yet either. Shame on the kids. But here's Sophie back at it again. Just that quick. She has to sit in it as she drinks it. Like, it's the weirdest thing. She like lays in the bucket of water as she drinks the water. Why? I do not know. I've had several dogs. Never seen that before. But yeah. And then also you can see here I put like a little makeshift gravity hay feeder. I just put like a regular chain link fence gate and wired it on here so they can have access to it. And then the dog pen, the, you know, rectangle, whatever, kind of helped help them not waste so much. They pull out a little bit at a time and able to get, you know, what they need without so much waste, and it's not on the ground, so they're not messing on it and other things. Are you hot, Sophie? Because you are panting and just hanging out. Hey, ma'am. Yeah, they're such acrobats. Goats are just hilarious to me, especially if they got things to jump on and climb. Yeah, they will make full use of their environments, to say the least. I think I'm gonna get one last bottle together for this baby. She eats a little bit of hay every here and again, particularly if I hand feed her to her. She'll eat some, but I don't see her eating enough to, you know, supplement a bottle, not at this time anyway. Unlike the boy, he just gets around and does everything, even as you see, get his water. But yeah, this is an adult, and so the boy, he will grow to be, I don't know, maybe an inch or two bigger than her, maybe. Um, a smaller breed, and then with the black and white one, she's a much larger breed, like I mentioned before, more of your milk goat breed. And so yeah, exciting things to come. He's a pretty handsome guy. All of them are cuties to me, really. But yeah, her and Sophie have a curiosity about each other. But yeah, man, make one last bottle. Hold on. All right. Okay. Here you go. Oops, sorry. There you go. She likes some milk, and the other two, they're eating their hay. Take your time. Sophie's bird hunting. I missed it. Okay, you finish it. She don't mess around. That's a little chair I use when I'm bottle feeding. Sophie, stop. So guys, not a whole lot going on at the farm today. Nice, beautiful, beautiful day today. Could have been a little bit warmer, but I'm not complaining. Just wrapping up taking care of the animals. The sun is shining brightly in my face. Hey Sophie. But thank you for joining us. Like I mentioned earlier, if you're not following us on Instagram, be sure to follow us and catch us there. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share. And we will all catch you on the next one. Peace.